Welcome to Headloch's Guide to Cunt, more affectionately known as Tone. First sentence, and already I've demonetised the entire channel. Okay, right. I'll try and be more kid-friendly from now on. What the fuck kind of name is Tone? Other Titan names, they make sense. What does Tone mean? Tone up those sphincter muscles because you're in for a drilling. You don't even have to have played the game to know everyone hates Tone. It has become innate in human minds. Nobody knows how they know, but you just know that Tone is a total bitch. Just like you know that wiping a CD on your shit magically makes the PS2 accept it. Nobody taught you that. Nobody taught you how to draw the special X. It's just become ingrained in the membrane, passed on through your genetics. Respawn even acknowledged the fact that she makes people salty with this arty-farty in-game banner. But I'll bet you don't even remember Tone pre-nerf. Lord above, I have seen some shit, okay? Have mercy, I'm still scarred from launch day Tone. Everybody picked her because she was OP. You could not get away from those missiles. The sky was black with missiles. Remember that scene from 300 where the Persians shoot a bunch of arrows to blot out the sun? Imagine that, but instead of arrows, it's just rockets. And instead of the sun, it's your screen, just your entire telly black from rockets flying over. Yeah, you heard me right. Not a monitor, a telly. I play on a TV, motherfucker, because I'm not a PC elitist nerd. I'm a console gigachad. I bought an original Xbox One, and I haven't had to make any upgrades in 8 years of ownership. How many of the PC plebs can claim that? But here's the best part. I already have a PC as well. And I even play that on a big flat screen TV. Why did I do this to myself? Well, because I'm willing to sacrifice 80 milliseconds of input delay in return for being able to slam my fat ass down on a comfy sofa after a hard day doing fuck all and not have to worry about sitting up straight at my poncy fucking $9 grand rainbow RGB computer setup. Well, that and it gives me an excuse to tell my friends that's why I'm so shit. For this reason, I haven't touched Tone since 2016, until recently in order to make this video. I was simply too scared of getting all the death threats through Xbox Gold. The last person I know who picked Tone, someone DDoSed his desk fan. You know, in South Korea, they genuinely believe that leaving your office fan on in a room with all the windows shut will straight up kill you, to the extent that manufacturers have to actually add timers to shut them off automatically. This is true, by the way, look it up. You know I would never lie to you or exaggerate anything for comedic effect. Where were we? Oh yeah, I put my life on the line to try this crappy old Titan. Mercifully, when I tried out Tone this week, I very quickly realised how hard Respawn came down with the nerf hammer. Seriously, man. They slammed her all the way from S tier down to E. There hasn't been a grade drop like that since I was caught for cheating my GCSE German exam. Tone has been reduced to a laughingstock, okay? It makes me sad. Her whole thing was, she was like a deadpan, get the job done by any means necessary, no messing around, badass. If you've seen the original Police Academy, you'll remember Debbie Callahan. Damn, how could you forget? If you haven't seen it, she's the heart blonde, no bullshit cop who could totally kick your ass and you'd totally enjoy it. Imagine for 1 second she meets Robocop at the academy. He came down for, I don't know, they had free donuts at the cafeteria that day and he happens to sit next to Debbie. They get chatting. They fuck. And that's how Tone was conceived. It used to make sense that Tone was so straight edge because she dished out crazy damage. Why would you do anything else if what you're doing now works so well? Plink, 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 got through lock-ons, fired home rockets, repeat ad infinitum. But now she's got nothing. Her only personality was the fact that she was so brutally efficient. And now we're left looking at a delicious, toasted garlic baguette without any garlic butter. It's just bread. Where's the flavour? Where's the tang? Where's the lingering distaste in your mouth that makes the breath stink for the next 2 hours? And that's why last episode, I accidentally called her a he. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I am sorry I misgendered the big cartoon robot. I just forgot, because Tone is so forgettable. Even her gun is recycled from elsewhere. You take laser shot, you take a fucking Archer missile, and the MK-14 from Modern Warfare 3, you smush them all together, and that's the 40mm cannon. Now I had a quick Google. I researched this, because 40mm cannon, to me, sounds a bit large. That's a pretty big for a round, right? That's got to be above average. Most guys can't be packing more than 40mm. You wouldn't unzip your rifle bag on a date for her to be disappointed with your 40mm round, right? Then I found out that for some reason, the 40mm shell, it's like as long as your forearm. Who the hell came up with that convention? And then I stumbled upon this video from my favourite questionable Russian firearms YouTuber, FPS Russia. Check this out. This is a 40mm cannon right here. Holy shit. No fucking kidding. Tone should be overpowered. That cannon could shred through a steel reinforced Nokia 3310. But this isn't just any old 40mm cannon. Oh no. This is Tone's 40mm cannon. So where North Star shots seem to be repulsed by pilots, I could swear Tone's rounds seek them out. They bend through the air as if they're magnetically attracted to the pilot's helmet. And that's the thing with Tone. She will piss you off with the absolute level of bullshit magic tricks that she can conjure up. Those rounds want to find that pilot. They want to get intimate with the spine's bone marrow. Well, fuck the laws of physics. Tone makes it happen. Where'd all the missiles come from? Seriously, for pulling a rabbit out of a hat, this amateur. Tone could pull infinite missiles out of a shoulder-mounted shoebox. It's like a military-issue clown car. And guess what? Those missiles follow you too! Let's go on to missiles before I blow a gasket. Abilities even, not fucking missile. Right, sonar. Sonar's fine as an ability. It's a pulse blade, basically, but it's reskinned and renamed so you don't notice. You send out I don't even know, it's like a yellow ring that allows you to see through walls. I'll let you make your own decision on what you think of that. It's handy. I've not got anything else to say about it, so... Next, particle shield. Whoo-wee, controversial. Okay, right. This is just about the only actual team supporting ability in the game. Well, other than Monarch's energy siphon, but I'm yet to meet anyone actually dumb enough to use that in a match. All your buddies can huddle in behind you and drive each other insane as you block each other's shots. The way you counter the shield is sort of counterintuitive. You have to push through it and get all up in Tone's face, because without a shield, Tone is naked. She's like a clam without a shell. Can you even imagine that? A clam without a shell. Do you know how hard it is to draw a clam without a shell? A clam without a shell is just an ugh. That's a scientific term, an ugh. And that's Tone right now. But it gets better, because you can take that shield for yourself, hermit crab style, and use it against her. Now, the shield is very, 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 very strong. If you see one placed, don't even bother trying to take it out. You're better off just waiting for it to despawn. Hide behind some cover, reload your gun, recharge your abilities, make yourself a nice cup of tea. If you're anything like me, you'll have time for a quick jerk off. Except no you won't, because Tone don't give two shits about your cover, and here's why. Because the missiles will bend around the corner anyway. Everyone over 50 ping knows the feeling of running behind cover in Team Fortress 2 and having Heavy's bullets follow you around the map, piercing through your back a few seconds later. I apologise if I've just induced a Vietnam flashback in any of your viewers, but you better close your ears right now, because this shit feels exactly the same, and it gets worse. Here's where Respawn really dropped the ball. Salvo core. What the fuck were the devs thinking? Tone's abilities are boring. She's got a gun, she's got rockets. We can't have more gun, because that's Legion's thing, so more rockets. That's what we got, more rockets, great. But I don't understand, because those rockets follow where your cursor is aimed. So you gawk at the sky from the back of the map for a bit, and you just point at who you choose is going to die. But Tone, you've already got tracking on your other rockets. Why are you stargazing now? Use the fucking tracking! This is not a good time to be Luke Skywalker in this shit, turning off aim assist and hoping that the Force guys have torpedoes to... No! While you were cloud watching, Legion's already pulverised you into a smooth metallic rice pudding. And off fly your rockets into the stratosphere, along with your will to live. What loadout should you use with Tone? Well, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter because she's shit anyway. You've got double sonar pulse, which just means twice the mediocrity. The particle shield one, which sounds good, because it doubles the hit points, until you realise people would rather traipse around the entire fucking map to flank you than waste their lives shooting a wall. There's one where you get 2 extra rockets per launch, which is so boring, I brought it up. There's another one where you get double lock-ons with critical hits, which again is pointless, because the reason you picked Tone in the first place is that she's the easiest Titan and you can't aim for shit. So you're not going to be hitting any crits anyway. And then there's another one that basically turns you into a worse version of North Star for you sissies who like to cower out of danger all the time. In conclusion, Tone is like a geriatric gym teacher who should have been retired 10 years ago. Like and subscribe, please, and I'll see you in the next one.